It's your boy, my Case Smith, also known as Akins, also known as the coolest guy in sports. I'm here and back with another Who's Better. This time I have two of the best big men in the game, probably one and two to be honest, right now in the NBA. That's Anthony Davis and Joel Embiid. Anthony Davis played 6 seasons so far. Joel Embiid has played two. Playoffs played, two for Davis, one for Embiid. All-Star games, 5 for Davis, 1 for Joel Embiid. All NBA first teams, 3 for Davis. Joel Embiid has 0 so far. Anthony Davis, 3. Joel Embiid, 1 for all NBA teams. All defensive teams, Anthony Davis, 1. Joel Embiid, 0. All defensive teams, 3 for Anthony Davis, 1 for Joel Embiid. Blocks leaders, Anthony Davis, 3. Joel Embiid, 0. Career statistical stats, Anthony Davis averaging 23.4 points per game, 10 rebounds per game, 1.9 assists per game, 1.3 steals per game, 2.4 blocks. Joel Embiid's averaging 22 points per game, 9 rebounds per game, 0.7 steals per game, 2.0 blocks per game. Field goal percentage, Anthony Davis shooting 41% from the field. Joel Embiid shooting 47% from the field. 3-point percentage, Anthony Davis shooting 30% from the field. Joel Embiid shooting 32% from the field. Free throw percentage, Anthony Davis shooting 79% from the field. Joel Embiid shooting 77% from the field. That being said, who's better right now? Who's the better big man, Anthony Davis or Joel Embiid? So, right now, Anthony Davis is, of course, a better player than Joel Embiid. Anthony Davis is a once-in-a-lifetime generational type of player. Anthony Davis is more athletic. Anthony Davis is right now a better defender than Joel Embiid. Anthony Davis doesn't get the respect that he deserves because of his team has always been off and on. Basically, his team and his organization has never been able to put a winner around him so far in his career. Last year was probably the best season that New Orleans had for his talent, for his just everything in general was just great for the New Orleans Pelicans. But Joel Embiid has a higher net rating than Anthony Davis. The difference when Embiid's in the game versus not in the game is bigger than Anthony Davis. Davis is a worse three-point shooter than Joel Embiid. Davis is a great defender, but Embiid gives you this feeling that he's going to be one of the all-time greats. And if we're not factoring in health, you have to take Davis. But that being said, Joel Embiid stats are kind of screwed because he doesn't play the same type of minutes as Anthony Davis because of his history with injuries. So Joel Embiid's only playing about 30 minutes per game, 28, 29, 30 minutes per game, and he's averaging 22 points per game and 9 rebounds. Could you imagine if he was playing the same type of minutes as Anthony Davis? His numbers may even be better than Anthony Davis. But in 10 years, if someone told me in the future that health wouldn't be a concern, who would you rather have, Joel Embiid or Anthony Davis? I probably would take Joel Embiid because I think he's going to be a better two-way player overall in the future than Anthony Davis. And it's just something about Joel Embiid. He got that dog in him. Joel Embiid wants it. Not saying Anthony Davis doesn't want it, but I can just see that Joel Embiid wants it. He's not afraid to tell you he wants it. He's going to talk smack to you. He's going to be he's very aggressive in his playing on the court, on Twitter. And I like guys like that. I like guys that can have an impact and be a leader and basically show you that he's all about basketball. He's all about winning. He's all about being the best. Joel Embiid came out and said his goal for next season is the MVP award. He's confident in himself. And Anthony Davis is a great basketball player, but he's not as outspoken as Joel Embiid. Not saying that makes a difference on the basketball court, but it lets you know that this guy is confident, this guy is about it, and this guy is ready to win and ready to go after anybody that's in his way. But Anthony Davis is still the better player right now. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This is your boy, my Case Smith, also known as Akins, also known as the coolest guy in sports. I'm gone, man. Peace.